Chapter 11. The Watchers. The light in the hidden realm dimmed as thick clouds gathered overhead, a slow, swirling mass that cast deep shadows over the ancient forest. Decima felt it immediately, like a hand sliding over her skin, cutting her off from the warmth of the sun. The air turned cold, sharp, as if the forest itself was holding its breath. Even the birds had gone silent. Daniel shifted beside her, shoulders tensing, a sharp edge to his movements. His eyes darted to the treetops, a flicker of nerves beneath the usual cocky grin. Decima's heart hammered, the pulse in her chest a steady thrum of energy. A faint hum whispered through her veins, Serenfe. Not words, but a knowing. "We're not alone," Daniel muttered. His voice low and rough, like he was trying to sound steady but couldn't quite hide the tension. Decima turned in a slow circle, her eyes scanning the trees, her breath sharp in her chest. "What is it?" she asked, her voice a tight whisper. Daniel's jaw clenched. "We're being watched." Her skin prickled, a wave of heat and cold crashing through her. She could feel it too, eyes on her, pressure in the air, the weight of something old and unseen pressing in. "By what?" she breathed. Daniel's lips curled in a tight, dangerous line. "Not what, who?" He moved slightly, as if to shield her without thinking. His body tensed like a coiled spring. "Don't make any sudden moves," he added, his voice steady, but there was a flicker in his eyes. He wasn't as sure as he pretended to be. Decima narrowed her gaze, a spark of annoyance flaring through the fear. "I'm not some helpless girl, Daniel." His mouth twitched, a breath of a grin, but it didn't last. His eyes scanned the tree line, sharp, on edge. "No, but they don't know that." The sound came then, softer than breath, like leaves brushing together, but everywhere, all at once, a ripple through the trees. Voices followed, whispers layered over whispers, in a language Decima didn't know, but somehow understood. "She has returned. It cannot be. The bond is fraying." Her breath hitched. Figures stepped from the trees, tall, cloaked in bark and moss, their skin shimmering with the colors of the forest. Their eyes gleamed like liquid silver, cold and ancient, watching her without blinking. They weren't human. They weren't anything she had ever seen before. They were older, deeper, woven from the same magic that hummed beneath her skin. Daniel tensed, his hands half raising like he was ready to fight. But the watchers didn't even look at him. Their gaze was locked on her. One stepped forward, their movement smooth, silent. "She wears the pendant," they said. Their voice deep, layered, like more than one person was speaking at once. Decima's breath caught, her fingers instinctively curling around the cool metal. Serenfe's whisper pulsed in her chest, calm, steady, ancient. "Stand tall. They cannot take what is yours." Decima felt it, a strength rising through her, not her own, but part of her now. She straightened her spine, lifting her chin. "Who are you?" Her voice was steady, but her heart thundered in her chest. The Watcher's silver eyes gleamed. "We are the ones who kept the path sealed. Until the time of return." "The return of what?" she asked, her breath tight. The Watcher tilted its head, the motion smooth, inhuman. "The bond, the balance, the fire that sleeps beneath the earth." Daniel stepped closer, his voice sharp. "She's only just getting her head around all this. Maybe stop with the cryptic crap and say what you mean." The Watcher's gaze flicked to Daniel for the first time, and something shifted. A flicker of recognition, or perhaps caution. The one marked by flame walks beside her. Daniel's mouth twitched, but his hands stayed loose by his sides. He was trying to look relaxed, but his pulse thrummed in his throat. Decima's hands tingled. The magic stirred under her skin, the dragon's hum steady in her veins. The Watcher's gaze returned to her. "We will watch. We will wait. But know this. If the bond fails again, the forest will not forgive it." Their voices seemed to echo through the clearing, overlapping, fading like mist. Then they were gone, melting back into the trees, the air settling as if nothing had been there at all. Decima exhaled, her breath ragged, her shoulders finally releasing the tension that had locked them tight. Daniel let out a slow breath beside her, a crooked half-smile flickering across his face. "Well, that wasn't terrifying at all." Decima's heart still pounded. "They said the bond failed before." Daniel's face darkened, something sharp in his expression now. "I don't know what that means." And for once he sounded honest, no jokes, no bravado. Just a flicker of worry, like maybe they were in way over their heads. Decima turned her gaze to the place where the Watchers had stood, the echoes of their presence still humming in her bones. Sarenfe's voice whispered again, low and certain. "You will not fail. Not this time." A shiver ran down her spine. Daniel shifted beside her, glancing down the path, the tension still humming in his shoulders. "Come on, let's get moving before something else crawls out of the shadows." Decima nodded, her pulse still racing. The air felt different now, charged, expectant, like the forest itself was waiting. And as they walked, Decima felt it deep inside. She wasn't alone. The bond had woken, and the dragon was watching.